Hello, hello, and welcome, my Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need? A read for this new moon to full moon, April into May 2022. I am your reader. Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. May 1st is our anniversary. Beltane, what do you say? Author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle, link in the description box, but creator on Patreon. Patreon.com/drawingthecircle. I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mel. Hey. If you're new to the channel, a 5-card draw is one card from, well, in this case, 5 different decks. It's also the 7-card shadow read. That's the waning moon. This one, we are using 5 different decks to get you clues, tips, guidance, grace, whatever you need to plant a seed at the new moon and watch it grow to full. So let's take a look at the timeline, then we'll talk about these 5 decks, and then we're into the read. We are looking at the new moon in Taurus, a Saturday, April 30th. At 4:27 p.m. That's good for a Saturday, right? Eastern time, just so you know. I'm in New York. So that's like a Saturday. That's Saturn day. So it's a lot of Earth sign lineup for a new moon. You could literally plant a seed in the ground. Like literally, like whatever you like. A good day to start gardening, although you're not supposed to start till Mother's Day. Depends what temperate zones you are, if that's the right word. But then we are looking at plant the seed and watch it grow for 2 weeks to its opposite sign, from Taurus to Scorpio. The full moon in Scorpio, Monday, May 16th, but it's at 12:13 a.m. So I would highly recommend doing something Sunday night if you can catch that edge of it before it hits full and then goes into the waning. So also these 5 decks represent the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, spirit, to help you shape your intention, right? Different pantheons of the divine at work here. This has been called a spell kit reading, and I kind of like that. But, if you're not doing spell work, you want to do intention work, manifestation work, vision boarding, whatever you want to do. This is just to get from the zodiacal collectives what would be more specific, right? Because what do you want? I want to be happy. Oh, you need a little more, a little bit more than that. By the way, happiness is a decision we must make. Yeah, I don't like it either, but it is what it is. So we're going to start with your element, the element of fire, with the magical spell cards. Let's see what hits the table. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, watching this video, receiving this reading, please some clarity, some guidance, some grace for their element of fire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire, the seed to plant to shape that intention this new to full April, May 2022. Good cheer. Who couldn't use that? Good cheer with kind heart and humor free. May good cheer rule. So mote it be. Or no, it's actually written like a spell. That's nice. They don't all do, and that's okay. This is a great deck. I love it. So, interesting imagery on there. Two fairy women just like snuggling up to, just making each other giggle. Couldn't we? I could use that. I live alone and, well, with cats. 3 black cats, believe me. My life is pretty much a Tex Avery cartoon, ain't it? Sebby. All right. So, good cheer. Excellent. Nothing wrong with that, right? Because particularly with what we're going through on planet Earth, the better you feel, the more you're helping everyone heal holographically. So, we're going to do 2 bookie book reads this, it's always that, 5-card draw. We are going to get the element of earth, the crystal oracle, by Tony Carmine Solano. Doesn't matter if you have the stone or not. You can always use clear quartz. Go grab a rock in the yard or something. A little touchstone, a little something. But it is also what you already, in a way, sort of have. You just need to tap into the fuel to feed the fire and manifest your heart's desire. Let's see what hits the table. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the Archangels of the North, powers of Earth, the Archangel of Lyons, we're close. Please, one card in clarity for the Aries collective. Trying to keep it light. I'm glad there's good cheer on the table for this Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the Oracle message from the Crystal Oracle, powers of Earth? To feed the fire, manifest their heart's desire, this new to full, April into May 2022. My lucky tiger's eye. I love that movie. I will always love that movie. Yeah, it doesn't really work when you live alone and you only have one broom and the cats can't hold them. QRST, Tiger's Eye, and we're looking at Tiger's Eye. Did you know that the alphabet song in Twinkle Twinkle Little Star is the same fucking song? I only figured that out in my 40s. My mother's a nursery school teacher. The things your parents don't tell you. Tiger's Eye, calm, clarity, balanced emotions, communication, and intuition. So CCB, that sounds like a jerk. CCBCI, calm, clarity, balanced emotions, communication, and intuition. If you have been plagued with negative thoughts lately, then Tiger's Eye Crystal will help you rid yourself of these and help you regain a positive and more inspiring attitude, which I think both sides of the same coin, right? You have a positive attitude, you tend to be a little bit more cheerful, but certainly if you're cheerful, you're tending to have a more positive outlook. So hence that calm and that clarity. You will soon begin to see things clearly and realize that there was really nothing to fear in the first place. Okay. Calm your thoughts and start to listen to your intuition. Know that all is well and that only love surrounds you. This card can also do with communication. You may avoid unnecessary turmoil and problems by communicating clearly with others. Don't be afraid to express your views honestly and make sure there is no misunderstanding. You will gain respect and admiration in doing so, and you can do that with good cheer. I grew up with a teacher and a lawyer for parents. So yeah, no, I had to learn how to communicate myself in a way that was appropriate and at the same time, you know, coming from a true, honest place and just making sure everybody knew. Came out of the closet in 1984. It was a bit of a shock for them, but they love me. I love them. And we all have a good, and not that we all have a good joke about it, but we're all a good cheer of it now. The 80s were a bit much. Reagan! Let's get you some element of air here. Air, of course, feeds fire. Fire does not, right? No, air does not need fire. Fire needs air. So these are the thoughts, the mental realm. We have very much of kind of a third eye, throat chakra dealio, right? Well, you think about it, right? Clear thinking, the ability to communicate clearly and honestly, but also balanced emotion, the calm. I got that. It's like a nice foundation for good cheer. So this is what to think about, your element of air. Pray to, read about, whatever. We're going to use the Healing with the Angels Oracle. All the angels have groups, you know, whatever you want to call it. Powers, thrones, dominions, whatnots, but these are not names of specific angels, except for Archangel Michael, which is your archangel, which is who we're going to call on in a minute, but these are their functions, right? Like the angel of healing. Well, I'm sure there's one gigantic one made up of billions of little ones. So let's see who's waiting in the wings with their wings ready to zoom in at your call, because angels don't come unless they're invited. They're cool like that. Well, vampires don't come unless they're invited either, but that's a different gig. That is a very, very different gig. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the angels and archangels of the power of fire, the sign of Aries. Element of the south, please, Michaelites, the Archangel Michael legions, the legions of Archangel Michael. What is their element of air that they need to think about, pray about, call? Who are the angels they need to call to help them heal, to wax this good cheer with this tiger's eye? Clear communication, balanced emotion, intuition, big one there, right? Feeling it out. They're gonna communicate themselves, but sometimes you got to feel the room. You know, you don't need to set shit on fire, not with good cheer. So please, what is their element of air? That which they need to think about. The air to fuel, stoke the fire and manifest their heart's desire. Balance. Balance. Calm. Calm, right? But what would the healing angels of balance do? They can do a bunch of different things. It's not always so literal. Like they could heal your means of balancing yourself and bring you in to balance in your healing, to balance a relationship. Maybe there's been a bit of a downer, and people don't always hear things the way you intend them when they're not feeling good, right? If they're not in good cheer, like if they're blaming you for something, they're just not happy. And that's a large statement, but it is an absolute truth from the soul's point of view. So call upon the healing angels of balance here. Balance your mind, balance your emotions, balance your chakras, right? Your masculine, feminine energy. Because that's going to bring, even if it's a temporary balance, a sense of relief and therefore good cheer. And yet you do this spell with a tiger's eye, calling in the healing angels of balance. Sounds good. Sounds like a really, really nice 3 out of 5 so far. But fear not, because we have what I like to call the Party Turner deck, the the Whispers of Love Oracle. This is where we get the romance card and the true love card, and you can watch all 3 of my eyes roll back in my head at once. Let's keep it fun, folks. Higher selves of all involved. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension above, 8th chakra and above, what is the whisper of love for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs? Watching this video, receiving this reading, this 5-card draw, their element of water. The water, the energy and motion that we call emotion. Something to pay attention in terms of their intuition as well, because that could be there's upper chakra intuition, but this is elemental water. This could be, a little deeper in. So please, what is piece of information, inspiration, insight needed to the Aries collective this new to full April, May 2022? Be supportive. Be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care, and that can absolutely be done with balanced emotion, good cheer, balance, like to do it in a balanced way, not being a people pleaser. People pleasing has a lot to do with vibrational empathy, I have discovered. Like, you're not just feeling for them, you're feeling them. It's part of the empathic skill, I guess. And we're not trained in that as children. I wasn't, right? So we feel other people's feelings, we think it's about us, and then we start people pleasing them until they feel better, but it never had anything to do with us. Tricky? Yeah. So to really do this in a balanced, clear way, like say to someone, I want to be supportive. You want me to back off? I love you. You do you. I'll be there in the corner. It's me in the spotlight, choosing my religion, and to be supportive emotionally, make a genuine effort to show you care, but to do that in a balanced way with good cheer. In other words, there's no attachment to whether they say yes or no. Then there will be no miscommunication, no drama, and you'll see there was nothing to fear here at all. I like this spread for you. Not really a spread, it's a 7-card draw, but you know what I mean. Well, guess what? We only have one more left. And of course that would be Spirit, Fire, Earth, Air, Water, Spirit. We are Captain Planet. The Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck. So this is the energy, right? This is the setup, the 4 elements. This is the current, the vibe, the energy that goes through it, spirit. So the idea is get a piece of tiger's eye or something similar, It's not that expensive. Cast for good cheer with the healing angels of balance with the intention to be supportive emotionally, and then charge it every day with the mantra. For 2 weeks, you could do it. And of course, check your other signs, because you have more than one thing, more than one seed to plant. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. There you are. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly, please. One card in clarity for my beloved Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video. Receiving this reading, casting for good cheer, with kind heart and humor free. May good cheer rule, so mote it be, with a piece of tiger's eye or something similar. That calm, that clarity, that clear communication, that intuition, in balance with the healing angels of balance, being called in the element of air, being supportive, making a genuine effort to show they care. What is the element of spirit? The perfect healing mantra. Make it specific for them so that they can wax this seed to full with good cheer for their well-being and for the well-being of all. What's their mantra? This new to full April, May 2022. That one jumped. I get it. Wow. All right. Sharing shame. Don't freak. This can be done in so many different ways, but particularly if you are the person being of good cheer and open-minded and intuitive, right? Being there for somebody, being supportive of somebody, sharing shame, but it's got to be mutual. When I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. And by the way, you don't need somebody there to do it. That's what prayer is for. That's what meditation, that's what waning moon magic is for. But this is a very, very powerful one. I have used this one quite a lot, particularly with clients, right? I have to let them know. It's like when you when you express, get the words right, when you share your deepest pain, you give yourself permission to be, and no one else can give you permission to be but you. But we think because we are in pain or suffering or shame or blame or guilt that we're somehow not worthy of that. That's absolutely untrue. When shame is shared, cycles of victimhood are permitted to heal as you find the courage to speak your truth. It's just on the table already. And yet somehow with good cheer, since abuse and neglect can only be perpetuated in silence, it is your willingness to step forward and share your life story that helps transform each wound and inspire others to be set free. Once your shame is shared, you are able to honor yourself with the heightened encouragement, worthiness, and validation that you deserve to receive. This mantra is ideal for revisiting past traumas. Hello. Who's not right now, regardless of waxing or waning moon. Accessing your inner child, because that child is way more control than we realize. And finding self-acceptance. All right. This could very easily be an Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign being there for someone who's sharing shame, or there's a cross-watcher, right, who's dealing with the Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put this together in a little blessing, prayer, summation, dealio, and then we'll chat on the other side of it. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the pantheons of the divine, for the Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, watching this video, receiving this read, may they receive all they need to share their shame, because when they share their deepest pain, they give themselves and others permission to be, so that they can really be supportive, making a genuine effort to show they care in balance with the help of the angels. We don't know how to balance this stuff until we're in it, so it's good to ask beforehand. All they have to do is say, I call upon the healing angels of balance to help me share shame and be supportive with the clarity, the calm, the centeredness, the communication, the intuition, to really make this a safe space, and that this all can be done with their heart's desire of good cheer. With kind heart and humor free, may good cheer rule. So mote it be, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. And that's a 5-card draw. You know, it's funny because it's such a polar opposite, right? So you got good cheer and fire, and in spirit it's like share shame. So once victimhood starts unraveling, you automatically, that gravity isn't holding you down so much. Yeah, interesting. So did you like it? Like it, hit that thumbs up. Show the other Rams how to find it, right? The algorithm or something like that. And if you want more of me on YouTube, that's easy. Apparently people subscribe to the channel. Well, if you feel like it, do it, and hit the notification bell if you do, because I put these out when I'm done. Why? Because my dominant work right now is with clients and my Patreons on Patreon. My patrons on Patreon, patreon.com/drawing this circle. Do you see that too? Because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. And I hope I brought you some good cheer, because I was in that vibe of good cheer before that card hit the table. So may it serve, and may you be blessed with all that you need. Oh, and if you want a private read, I hear confessions all day long from people. There is a link in the description box. Booking a reading with Mel. A YouTube video explains it all for you, just like Melissa Joan Hart. I hope somebody gets that joke. Otherwise, wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed, my beloved Aries. I love you. Hang in there. Now, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.